Hey, welcome to another episode of the Goalpost, and I'm joined by my homeboy Thabo. What's happening, dog?
Okay, that's good, bro. That's good.
Nothing much, man. Still celebrating the weekend's result. I was with James. I was at his place, and we were watching the game together. And yeah, man, you know, I bought Ronaldo in for fantasy, so that was a bonus as well because I captained him.
Only the lucky were able to manage that. I don't know how many points did you have to sacrifice, or you were good at that.
Nah, I
But
had to sacrifice Bruno and Ings. Yeah, man.
yeah, but I know I get you. It was a good game, man. I loved it. I loved every moment of it.
Yeah, bro. And so, bro, for me, first half, man, like what's your take on it? Because for me, I felt like in the first half, low block teams, like we need to discuss why we struggle so much against low block, bro.
For me personally, first off, I think one player that stood out for me a lot was Bruno. I felt like he was trying too much. Like in the first half, I really, really felt like he was just trying too much. The passes, the shots. I don't know. Maybe it's having the presence of Ronaldo, and I think the commentator said it. Is he going to play the senior player to Bruno throughout, even in Manchester? But he tried too much. And
Yeah.
as you said, I don't know why we can't score. Like
Hmm.
from word go, you have thousands of fans behind you. You're playing against Newcastle. Not that Newcastle is a bad or weak team, but you're playing against Newcastle at home. The hype was already there. Just looking at my WhatsApp, everything was just Man United, Ronaldo, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, everybody right now is watching this. But I think second half the boys, yeah, I don't know what happened in the change room, but something really flipped, or maybe it was that goal going into the halftime that we got. I don't know what happened, boosted the guys' confidence, but at the same time we did concede, and that's something that we also need to consider and just look back and how did we concede it. But otherwise, overall the game, man, I'm just happy Ronaldo's back. He proved himself. He did what was needed to be done. In my
Yeah,
side.
I know, true, bro. Like he actually took the bull by the horns, bro. Like
Yeah,
he said that he will, do his thing, and he delivered, bro, and effortlessly, bro. Two shots, two goals, man.
easy.
Actually, no, he had three, but there was the first shot was when he went wide. Remember when he hit that
And he
step over
flipped.
and
Yeah,
then boom, and he hit the side netting, which is it's crazy at his age, he's like LeBron James, bruh, pretty much, though. He's like the LeBron James of football, bruh.
yeah. I'll give him props for that. Like I don't think as my I see Messi playing. Like and we're not taking any greatness out of him, but just doing it in England as well. Like it's just completely different compared to your League One or your how can I say your Bundesliga at the same time. It's just completely different. And Ronaldo proved himself. He mentioned it. He's not here to play games. He's not
Yeah,
here on vacation. He's here to score, win titles, bring glory back to Man United at the end of the day. So yeah.
yeah. I know, bro. Let's get to it, bro. Because the aim of this episode is for us to rate the boys. So it's between 1 to 10, and I know for a fact that there isn't anyone who's below five this
No,
time around. As
sure,
yeah, it was
sure.
a very convincing victory. Let me just quickly share my screen. Um, yeah, so yeah, we'll start off with our goalkeeper. David De Gea. What would you rate him out of 10 for his performance?
Yeah. He has some good saves. Like I think there was one shot that just came across. I think he had a one-handed save when there. It was quite good, but at the same time, he didn't have too much to do. All right. So with that also being said, I'm giving him a 7. I think 7 is always a standard of a good game. Not your best game, but you did what was required. I'm giving him a 7 in this spot.
Yeah, no, that's true, bro. Like he really didn't have much to do. And when he was asked, okay, he considered the first goal was, I mean, the equalizer was a very good finish by Manquinho.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I understand. I understand. He couldn't do anything about that one, but there was a time where I think Jolinton, went in between our defenders and took a shot, and then he parried it with
yeah,
his right hand. So that was a very good save for me. But yeah, whenever he was asked, he did his job. So I do agree with you. 7 out of 10 is a fair rating for him.
yeah.
Let's move on to the next player. It is Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Man,
My yeah,
I don't think he was his attacking aggressive self within the game.
yeah,
You know what you expected him to start running down the line, whipping the ball in a lot. Like especially sometimes when he whips it in, he has this aggressiveness of just trying to just get that ball in, no matter how he gets it. But for him personally, uh, he was there. I didn't see him being called up too much. So for him personally, I'm giving him a 6. So
yeah. I was also about to say I'm gonna also give him a 6. And for me, I feel as if uh, our attack is skewed to the left, and that's because Shaw is better at going forward
yeah,
than Wan-Bissaka. I feel as if Wan-Bissaka still needs to develop his game from an attacking standpoint, because like even the goal we conceded, it came from the right and finished and who's this guy, the defender Manquinho, had the ball on the left, but essentially the attack started from the right.
yeah,
And it's just that I feel as if yes, Wan Basaka has great recovery, uh, defending. However, it's also important to also ensure that you are not in a situation where you have to make these recovery challenges. It's best to make a challenge, a clean challenge, and then progress the ball. Then Uti, now you have to run back and sprint back, and only to slide. And as well, sliding is also quite risky. Even though yeah, now he's someone who's very good at timing his slides. But yeah,
he's
man, I
aggressive.
just feel like yeah, he is aggressive, but he needs to work on his the attacking side of things, bro. Because
I
I feel
agree
as
with
if
you.
some at times players like Amo Pogba, they're afraid to even pass him the ball because they know going forward he isn't great, at delivering crosses, So I feel like if he could work on that side of his game, he would be a very efficient. Actually, he would be a very good defender.
Good defender. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
I agree.
Let's move on to the next guy. Hey, Rolls Royce Varane.
Uh, he was there. I would like to. I felt his presence, especially in the center.
Mm,
Also caught set pieces. He could have scored. He could have even scored a goal himself, like in the first. I think
yeah,
in the first half. So I think he did exactly what we want. Especially he showed us exactly what he can do going forward. Because we have bigger teams that we are gonna play. And
yeah,
right now we want to see him being consistent, especially. And what I really really like that he's already played with Ronaldo. So for
yeah,
him, I think there's also a nice chemistry amongst those guys, just from him to the midfield and all the way to the attack. So the chemistry, I really believe, is strong. So personally, I think he also did exactly what our keeper did, uh, called upon when we needed him to. Didn't have too much to do, but he also could have done more because he did. He did. I think he did a bit more than
yeah.
your one and your Maguire. So I'll give him as well a 7 because I can't give him a 6.5. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's true. He's our best defender, bruh. And
Yeah,
you can clearly see, bruh. This guy is so composed. You don't even worry when he's on the ball or when he's one on one with the defender. You know that he's gonna do the job. So for
yeah,
me, that sense of security is key, to have at the back. And yeah, for me, I'd give him, yeah. I say 7.5. I say 7.5 personally. I
7.5.
think
That's
I think
fair.
I,
That's
I think
fair.
he was steady. I think he was very steady. And yeah, man. And with him at the back, it gives us that sense of security because all the time he does the right things. He
Yeah,
doesn't, yeah, he doesn't do anything that is offside. Yeah, and then your captain, Slabhead. What's your rating?
I think we conceded that goal through him. I think I personally think so. I don't know if I was seeing the right thing. He didn't have to lunge into that tackle for the guys to start attacking. And Nakona, as you said, we have a weakness like one they can't run back. He had Shaw, who was probably way up front himself, running back, and now just the whole defense is dismantled. For
Yeah,
him, I'm giving him a 6. I'm straight up giving
yeah.
him a 6. Nothing much I can say. He was there, but at the same time, he's Harry Maguire. It's 80 million.
Ish, dude.
So
Hey.
I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, no, same thing with me. Like, oh, Harry. I'm not a fan of Harry Maguire per se. I think it's because of the price tag that makes me not be a fan of his.
I
He's
get
not
you.
a bad defender. He's not a horrendous defender. But most people say he's horrendous because he's not with 80 bar. So I understand. Yeah, I get why most people tend to have high expectations for him, and it does make sense. But if you're gonna come in for 80 bar, you got to hit the ground running. Varane is moving like he's with 80 bar, and you
Yeah.
didn't buy Varane for 80 bar. So yeah, even for me, Maguire, man, I just feel like when you compare him with his partner, there's a difference between him and,
Huge
and, and
difference.
Varane. Yeah,
Huge
huge
difference.
difference. You see what I'm saying? Like with Varane, there's that sense of security that we've
Yeah.
got a wall at the back. Whereas with Maguire,
You don't know what's gonna happen, man. You
you don't know
really
what's
don't
gonna
know.
happen. Yeah. So on my end, I'd also give him a 6. Yes, in the first goal, he wasn't meant to launch in like that, but um, it does happen at times, where he does get exposed, and um, yeah, man, like a 6 is fair enough because his game
Yeah.
wasn't bad, because for me to rate you below that, that means you didn't really have a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next guy. Luke Shaw with the smile. Hey, are these
Uh,
veneers? I'm sure they're veneers, no? These are not his teeth, dog.
Luke
Yeah,
Luke Shaw, man. I think I spoke about it during the Euros, and I think just before the season, I said Man United fans need to be excited. He had an
yeah,
assist.
yeah,
He could have scored a goal too. So I'm also looking at that. He could have scored a goal. He did everything that we always want from Luke Shaw. He was just your
yeah.
standard Luke Shaw at the end of the day. So for him personally, I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give him a
Yo,
nice 8 because of the assist, because of he did defend. He's doing things the way we asked him to do. Um, but at the same time, actually, you know what? I retracted. I'm giving him a 7.5. 7.5 is my number. 7.5.
yeah. No, likewise, bro. I also give him a 7.5. Purely, uh, he's improved his game, especially going forward. I mean, he's someone
Yeah.
who's, I mean, he had an assist, and even his pass to Ronaldo was a well-weighted through ball. Because I was a bit concerned there, because when he had the ball, I'm like pass, but in my mind, I'm like, it's Luke Shaw. You see, if it was
It's
Pogba,
pushing
I
it.
knew.
It's pushing
I,
it.
I would have, yeah. If it was Pogba, Pogba was gonna deliver a killer ball. And yeah, man, he helped me in fantasy. If he had a clean sheet, it would have been even better. But yeah, that assist is points, man. So yeah, I also give him a 7.5, bro. Um, let's move on to the next guy. Next guy is General Labille Pogba.
Yeah,
What's your
man.
take on him?
You know how it is. You know how it is. For Pogba, I'm
Yeah,
giving him an 8.5. Man, he had an assist. He
yeah,
had a goal. And also, I think that especially that assist was just beautiful. That was world class, dude. And
yeah,
I don't know how he timed it so perfectly, especially in the box, in the box.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm giving him an 8.5. I think he was definitely the one of the top 3 players for the game.
yeah.
Definitely top 3 players. So 8.5, definitely. But there's more
Yeah,
to
I
come.
know. Yeah, I know. Of course, bro. This guy must break the assist record because he's on 7 assists in 4 games, bruh. and there's no player who's ever had that, in the history of the Premier League. I feel like this season will be the season where we finally where people will start giving this guy's respect, because he had two assists for Bruno's goal and for Jesse Lingard's goal, but with that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
with that pass, Pogba's got that gassy flair, dog. And I like, ish, he's got that. He's so silky, dog. Like for me, he's my favorite player at Man United because of that. He reminds me of gassy flair, bro. Something that I like. It's gassy flair with an end product. Because a lot of guys. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I think something that you also said, you specifically said so, and I think you asked this question couple of weeks ago. Is he
Yeah.
going to sign a new contract? And the
Dog.
performance that he's showing, I remember we spoke about his attitude, the performance that he's showing, and you can see and within his own skill, his own touch, his own pace. Like it doesn't seem like he has that pressure. So I think something broke out that he's looking at in talks right now for a contract extension for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I also understand. I mean, if you're gonna bring in a guy like CR7, dog, you being serious about life.
Come on.
You being serious about life, dog. I mean, you go to you go. We signed Sancho, then we signed Varane, and then CR on top of that, like. You're moving like a big club. You're moving like a club that wants to win trophies, bro. And essentially, Pogba wants to win trophies, and I understand his hunger for success. So yeah, I hope he does sign a new deal. He's currently on 290, so most probably he's gonna get paid over 400 bags a week, which is quite hefty. But hey, yeah, man. I mean, you know how our wage build is. Our wage build is so skewed, bro. Like we're just giving money out for the sake of giving money out, bro.
I think it will come back, man. I really think it's what we
Yeah.
spent this season. I think just even this weekend alone, Man United made up how much they spent on Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Maybe two players, as well as of course getting rid of James was another bonus on our side.
Yeah. No, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. And so now we move on to automatic. For you, what rating would you give him?
I'm giving him a 5, man. I'm not even a front to you, man.
Are you for
He
real?
I'm giving him a 5 because he was there. I was very happy that we had an experienced player like him,
Yeah.
his caliber. But I mean, I wanted us to be all out attack. From the word go, I was
Yeah.
really expecting us to be. I don't know, just that have that Fred, just going in all the time. But for him,
Yeah.
I saw him. He controlled the game nicely. But personally, for me, I didn't see him do too much for the team. So actually, a 6. I would say 6, but I've already given. Actually, yeah, he's probably like a Harry Maguire. I'll give him a 6. Actually, with all due
Yeah.
respect, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah. Like even on my end, I was like, Thabo, dog. For me, I thought he was steady, bruh. Like he's the sort of
He's
CDM.
solid.
Okay, I won't say he's the one I like, because for me, I don't like destroyers. I like guys who are press resistant, like Sergio Busquets type CDM, or Perlo, or Carrick. Those are the sort of CDMs I like. Guys who are very good at reading the game and who are good at intercepting. Because you don't necessarily have to go into the man to win the ball. At times, it's just you reading the passing channels and then being there to interrupt those channels. And so I like those sort of CDMs who are press resistant, who can break lines with their passing. And
Yeah.
so Matic, right now, of course, he's in the twilight of his career. He's not the same Matic as of old.
Do that.
The one that played for Chelsea. I mean, the one that played for Chelsea was dope. But I thought he was steady, bro. I thought he put on a steady shift because essentially, if you're number 6, that's what you need to do week in, week out. Just put in a steady shift, be there to control just be there to ensure that the ball is with us, because I like that he's very good at ball retention. He knows how
Yeah.
to recycle possession and pass it around nicely. He's very clean at that. And yeah, man, for me, I say 6.5. I won't say 6%, but I think he was okay. First half in particular, because in the first half he had nine. He won the ball 9 times, which is a lot, bro.
I
Just
give
one
him that.
half. Yeah, that's a very good stat. Especially in the position that he's playing in. So for me, I'd say 6.5. He's a player that, of course, is I wouldn't use him. In back-to-back fixtures. So it'll be interesting on what Oli is gonna do in his team selection. But for me, it was a chilled game against Newcastle. He works out fine, but I'm not too sure if you play your big teams if he'll be the man. For
I
us.
think I think we just got we I think we just gotta have the right balance. I just saw
Yeah,
this weekend of who was subbed in, who wasn't
yeah,
playing, who was on the bench, and for him to start. And as you said, his normal, of course, that message we know from Chelsea days. But
yeah,
for him to start as well as for him to do as well, I think as I mentioned, I think I first gave him the 5 because I wanted a more of an attacking game from the first half from the guys, and he's not the type of caliber player who can, um, with the type of team or the type of players we currently have, the fast-paced game we're trying to play. I don't think it would suit him like your Fred, maybe
yeah.
just to jump in. But the 6.5 for you, I accepted the 6 for me. I stick to it too.
All right, no worries, bro. And then we'll move on to Star Boy Jaden Sancho. Do you also agree with Jimmy that this guy is on the fraud list?
No, man. I think I no ways, bro. Like, like I saw that message and I was like, hey,
Yeah,
what's willing to like one? Otherwise, couldn't put us shower for no reason. I was like,
yeah,
no, man. Like, I get what he's trying to say. I see but a goal is a goal. Anyone can, as we know that anyone can score that goal on that random day. We've seen worse from Lingard where he went on a drought, a
yeah.
huge drought, and throughout that, and you were telling me Sancho was just chilling around. No, he was proving himself in the other league. So for him, I give him a 7 for the game. I think he could have also done better. I think we know we not. I think I know we could have done better. Everyone could knows that he could have done better, but he played his role for the 65 minutes or so that he played at the end of the day. So I'm giving him a 7.
Yeah, no, like same here, I also give him a 7. I thought he was steady. There is a slight improvement from his previous game against
Yeah.
the Wolves. Sancho, for me, he's a given goal type player, and he would be better suited if he played with a Martial and a Lingard, because those are players who like playing given goals, because that's pretty much what Dortmund used to play, So that's another thing that I worry about United is our style of play. I mean, what approach are we going to use going forward? Especially when you saw the last goal. The last goal was a given goal situation where you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Those are the situations. You see that the last goal is what Sancho thrives on. You see, if he has players who
Yeah.
give and go quick, I'm telling you, he would excel. But it's up to the coaching staff to bring out the best out of our players. And so for me, I thought he was tidy. Yeah, man. Like I rate Sancho, dog. I think he has a high ceiling. He is going to improve as time progresses. We just need to be patient with him.
Patience, yeah. I was about to say that.
Yeah,
You need to give him time.
yeah,
He'll blossom. He'll blossom at the end of the day, And
yeah. No,
it took years to grow role, man, for him to come through, and especially not expecting the type of play that no one expected at the beginning of the season. That so striker no Ronaldo Pambi, it's in
yeah,
there. So give him. Yeah, I agree with you. We're gonna give him this as fans. Let's give him time. But of course, we know how long it is. He needs to prove himself by before Christmas. One, dude, are you staying in the starting 11 or sikudlala
yeah.
we-League One cup?
Come on. All right, no worries. And then Bruno Fernandez.
Oh,
Your take.
dude. Like I said, he started off iffy. He
Yeah.
started off like his mind was all over the place, trying too
Mhm.
much. But he ended up doing what Bruno was expecting from Bruno. He gave that assist. The goal was beautiful. The goal was
Yeah.
beautiful, perfectly timed, perfectly taken. So for him personally, since I did give Pogba 8.5, for him, I'm giving him a 9. I'm giving
Ah.
him a 9. And don't hate on it. I'm giving him a 9, dude. Like, cause his second half, he took control. He took
Ah,
control. And the reason being is because I know what I'm giving Ronaldo. That's why I know I'm giving this guy a 9.
a 9, dog. Are
A
you for
9.
real?
Giving him
9.
a 9 from this past game,
Ah.
man.
I think the reason why you're saying that is because of the goal. I mean, that was a screamer. From the moment he controlled it, I knew it. I was like top pins because this guy knows how to strike the ball. That's the thing I like about Bruno. Like he's got this technique in how he strikes the ball. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's no guesswork, bro. It's like I saw it coming when he controlled it and then he placed it to the side. And I was surprised that the Newcastle defenders didn't even try pressing because really they just
Yeah,
gave
they
him
gave
that
him too
goal,
much
bro.
time. They gave him way
Yeah,
too much time for him to push that ball a bit and give it
yeah,
momentum.
bro. Because that ball, the way it travels so fast, is that the keeper, by the time he like dived in already, the net, it just hit the back of the net, bruh. And yeah, for me, goal was an incredible goal, but nah, bro. I say he didn't have a better game than Pogba. I give him an 8. That's my opinion. Full 90 minutes. I don't think he had a better game than Paul Pogba, bro. And an 8 is not to say he's whack. 8 out of 10 is a distinction, man.
No, man. I see that. No, I'm not disputing it.
uh,
I see where you're coming from. I just feel as in terms of I'm giving
yeah,
him a 9 from the
uh,
position he was in. One day he was president of the club. The next day he
yeah,
went to the office and he was told, "Yo, dude, you are the vice president right now. We're just gonna test out the waters with this new guy coming in. Let's not lie, guys. Bruno has to take a back seat, whether he likes it or not.
he has to, no
He's the
doubt.
number 2 guy, but as the
Yeah,
number 2 guy, he did his thing. He did his thing, dude.
yeah, he's got a
And
screamer.
I, he's gonna get comfortable playing with Ronaldo at some point, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be
Yeah,
it's gonna be such a beautiful watching Bruno, Pogba, and Ronaldo in every single game,
yeah,
and you're gonna see it. And for those guys who don't know, on 24 October we have the calendar marked down. We need to be there. I think that's
yeah.
the tester of this team.
Yeah, no, no, no doubt, no doubt, bro. So yeah, I still stick to my 8. You know, I know
Solid
you said
8.
9. I still give him an 8. Yeah, I still give him an 8.
But it's
Juan
only
Mata's
zero point
jersey.
0.5 higher than Pogba, man. Just give him a chance, 0.5 higher than
Nah,
Pogba.
I don't think. I just don't think that he had a better game. I'm not saying he was pathetic. I mean, Bruno, when it comes to GA, because essentially that's what's important in football. Other stats aren't important. It's goals, assists. You know, those are the
Okay,
main stats. Yeah, and so when it comes to that, Bruno, he's the epitome of that.
okay. To be fair, I think I'll give them both 8.5 then, just to be fair, because I,
Okay.
I I don't want to I don't want to give you the satisfaction of yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm thinking about the game. I'm like, hey, but Pogba now he did his thing though.
He
But
did his thing, bro. He
I'll
made
give him
niggas
give him
dance.
both 8.5, man. 8.5. Sorry, I retract that. People don't listen to
Okay.
me. I'm giving 8.5.
Yeah, no worries. Let's move on to the next player. Hey, young Mason.
Um,
Freemason.
the first goal came from him, I believe. That
Yeah.
so I give him that props, and also I think it came before he received the ball from Pogba too. That play from Pogba created
Yeah.
up that nice space for him as well as the run from the defender. Kodwa yena 7.5, 7.5 maybe.
Yeah.
I would say 7. I just feel that it's young Mason, like we have so much expectations on him, and we've spoken about this all the time. Doesn't matter now you're playing with Ronaldo, we still have an expectation from him. When Rashford comes back, I was just thinking about it now. What's gonna happen? We're still gonna have an expectation on him, to come in and be that
Mm.
solid bench player or someone who's gonna come in as the first
Nah.
sub.
I for one think Greenwood is a better player than Rashford. That's just my opinion. Yes, Rashford is older, more experienced, but I think Greenwood is special, guys. Like Greenwood has the potential to be our best player. That's just my opinion. He can reach those levels. This kid can finish. I just think he
Yeah,
needs to. I just need to. I just think he needs to believe in his source. Have you seen how Haaland and Mbappe are? Haaland and Mbappe believe in their source, bro. Like
yeah.
you know, they're like, I'm the shit. Like that's what I want Greenwood to also develop, bro, and start believing in his source, and also call the ball because I was reading a stat that we were attacked. Our attack was skewed to the left, so majority of our attack was from the left,
Yeah,
and the and on the right hand side, the ball hardly went to the right hand side, and that's purely because Mason doesn't call for the ball. He doesn't shout for the ball. The reason why Bruno gets the ball all the time is because he's assertive. He's like, pass me the ball.
passing the
I
ball.
think Mason needs to also develop that because Mason can finish. When Mason pulls the trigger, like it's always on target. It was on target for the parry. Like he took the shot, and then
Yeah,
it hit. There was a slight deflection. I think it was Kieran Clark who deflected it, and then
rejected
the
it. Yeah,
goalkeeper, of course, was confused, and then he parried it, and then of course Ronaldo with his amazing movement got in and scored. But Mason just needs to develop that thing of you know what, I'm Mason Greenwood, bro. Yes, I'm a youngster, but I'm saucy. It's like young Ronaldo. Young Ronaldo didn't care that there was Ruud van Nistelrooy. That's why him and Van Nistelrooy didn't even get along, bro. Young Ronaldo believed in his source, and that's the reason why he is what he is today. You, as a player, there's some form of arrogance that you, especially if you're a superstar, all
but
superstar in all sports, bruh, they all have that thing. I'm the man,
I get
you
you,
know.
X. But look at this lineup. Just look at this lineup. I think you need to remember, Nakwana. Oh,
Yeah,
Mason is coming from a softer era of players compared to the previous era of
yeah,
players playing in England. And he's
yeah.
not gonna he's not gonna go to Bruno and tell him, "Shit, yo, dude, you need to give me the ball all the time because I'm free." Bruno's gonna play what
Ah,
he, as you say, Bruno's gonna play his source. He's gonna play what he feels is the right thing. Pogba is gonna do the same thing, And the more he tries, the more he tries. I think one thing we kill Mason is within seasons we never give him enough time to play with
yeah.
the whole team, especially in the starting lineup. We either coming off the bench or we just don't give him enough time to play. Once was the last season where he scored 2 goals and then we didn't play him the next game or something like that. It was like, come on, guys, he's on a roll. He's on a roll. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's see what Ollie's gonna do with them, especially.
yeah.
Let's see, man. Let's see.
For me, bruh, this kid is a gem, bruh. We need to polish it. Because I'm telling you
I
now,
agree.
if we misuse this guy, oh my god, like I'll be so upset. I really would be upset, bruh. Because this guy I rate him highly, bruh. He's special, bruh. He's in the special category for me, bruh. I mean, he scored in the first 3 games of this season.
Yeah,
And yeah, even in and also contributed to Ronaldo's first goal. So like he has that thing in him, bro. He just needs to, just be more assertive in how he plays, bro.
let's
That's
see how
all
he.
I have to say about him. And then the main man,
Come on, bro. Like,
Sir Seven.
are we really gonna go through this? We know what he did, man. He was perfect. Like
Yeah,
you said it. And he started off, I think, for two.
yeah,
I think, of course, we missed one as you mentioned. He was
yeah,
perfect, especially for opening game. Like you said, there's those players. Some players can come on the big stage, anywhere and perform, and he proved it, especially this past weekend. So for him, I'm giving him a 10 out of 10 straight up. Don't hate.
yeah.
Don't hate. I don't know. Don't tell me you're giving him a 9.5. Don't tell me you're giving him a 9. You know.
Nine, nine, chief, nine, nine,
Wow. How did he lose
nine,
it? How did he lose the
nine.
one? How did he lose
How
the
do you,
one?
nah, bro? For me, for a player to get like 10 out of 10, they have to like have like really like taken the game,
How did
by
he lose the one?
He had
We
a
were
fair. He
we
had
were
a,
going
he had
into
an,
the half at 0-0. He took the game in his hand. They came back, they scored. Yo, we need to go up. Let me take the game in the hand. Oh, sure, give me the ball. Did you, did you see that shot? That shot reminded me of, as much as I
yeah,
know how Ronaldo is, remember how Benny McCarthy was when it's a one-on-one with the keeper?
yeah.
There was no way you would stop Benny McCarthy one-on-one with the keeper. And he showed Guti in future or whatever, whichever games that we're gonna play, if he gets this one-on-one. I was so confident the moment that he broke out. I was like, definitely this has to be a goal. He didn't. Keepers are going to be terrified of this guy one on one. When you face Ronaldo running at you full pace, what are you going to do? Nothing.
Hey man.
Gotta give him a 10. Why did he lose the one?
Nah,
Tell me where he
dog.
lost the one.
For
Tell me
me,
where
for
he lost the
me,
one.
hey, for me, dog. Like for me, yes, he had an exceptional game, bro. You know, great movement. It's just like I said, this is just has to do with the coaching of our team. I don't like seeing Ronaldo having to come deep to pick up the ball, especially my attackers. I prefer my attackers in their position and having the ball come to them. That's just how I prefer it, you know. Especially when you see a team like Chelsea, you know, Thomas Tuchel and how he's utilized Romelu Lukaku, you know. It's
Yeah.
it's it goes down. Gakulu for me, it goes down to the coaching as to what approach are we going to use, because essentially CR7 is only effective if you supply him. You know, you see, if you want to bring out the best in Ronaldo, you got to supply him all the time. Yes, in this game it was against the Magpies, but of course when we play tough opposition who will stifle us by sitting back, because essentially that's how you play against Man United. You just have to sit back, close the shops, and yeah, essentially that's what you need to do. You know, so for me to get a 10 out of 10, yeah, there needs to be some magic. You know, like for me,
Can I say something? Can I say something,
yeah,
X?
yeah,
First of all, you selected him for fantasy. Second
yeah,
of all,
because
I know you captain him. You made him
yeah, I
captain.
did,
So
I
he needs
did.
to get that one put back into that 9 to give him a 10. You used him. You just used Ronaldo for no reason. You use him like toilet paper, bro. Give him the 10. Give him the
Two ply.
10.
I used them as a two ply toilet
Oh,
paper, dog. Two ply, I mean,
no.
is
Come
something.
on. Even with the no name brand 2-ply toilet paper, guys. Give him that 10. Give him the one.
No.
Just give him the one. Give him the one, bro.
Dog.
Come on.
I still stand with the nine, dog. He's our number nine. Okay, he's our number seven who plays as a number as a striker. So for me, 9 out of 10 is high, bro. It's a distinction, dog. Come on, bro. If you get a 90 in your paper, dog, won't you get excited? You'll be happy, bro. You
10 out
know?
of 10 is better than 9 out of 10. That's my personal opinion. I don't know, maybe the viewers will see otherwise, but I know for a fact 10 out of 10 is better than 9.
Hey, bro, I'm still sticking to my nine, bro. Yeah, let's move on to the next player, bro. Jay Lings, bro. He came on and did his thing. I mean, he scored a nice team goal. You see, that's what we need in our squad, bro. We need more of those goals, bro. Ish.
Man, I feel like right now as Man United, a goal is a goal, man, because we've been sometimes just sharing these goals from our midfielders to our defenders. To
Yeah,
we right now Lingard, the finish was great inside the
yeah,
box on his side, especially bringing the ball from his left, facing away, bringing the ball back onto the inside, taking the shot. That was nice. I'm happy for him that he scored. You know, I'm always happy
yeah,
for Lingard to score, especially when he's wearing the United jersey. I think a lot of people would have had those issues. Should we have just let him go to West Ham and let him do his thing, or should we bring him back? I was happy we brought him back. So for me,
yeah,
I gave him, as much as he didn't play too much. I think he played about what 25,
yeah,
25
yeah. Around
minutes
20.
or so.
Yeah.
He scored that goal. I'm giving him a 7.5. Definitely 7.5 for that game.
Yeah, no, no, same here. Because it's due to the duration. He didn't play
Yeah.
for like more than 30 minutes. So yeah, I'd also agree with you on that. And I really like this goal, man. How he took it, how Martial, you know, with the dummy. And speaking of Martial, let's just talk about him, bro. I feel like for us to bring out the best in Sancho, he needs to play a lot with this guy. Because Martial, link up play, even for France. I'm not sure if you watched France when they played Finland. Him, Benzema, the link up play, very dope, bro. And that's pretty much how he is, Martial. He's a give and go type player. And so I'd like Ole to maybe, especially experiment. Essentially, you also need to try out new things as a manager. You don't just stick to one starting 11 all the time.
Yeah,
Like at times you just need to experiment, bro. And I feel as if this guy Sancho would be dope, bro. As far as link up play is concerned, especially with how he dummied. That dummy really fooled everyone, bro.
everyone.
Like everyone. Because even when he was like dummy, I'm like, oh my god. You see, just shows you that he's an intelligent player. And I know a lot of people don't really rate Martial, but I rate him. I think there's a player in this guy, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just wish, I also wish he gets a bit more game time now, especially now it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But we still got cup. We have the cups, As much
Yeah.
as we might not focus too much, I think that's where Oli can see where's the good links. What's my right combination for certain teams, certain games, or maybe how teams play. How I can stop just not Liverpool as a whole, maybe, but just Mo Salah trying to do his inside runs or taking those shots. He will get game time. I think he needs to prove himself because he's within the season. He's been up and down.
Yeah.
He started off at a high and then he'll go down. Injury pro for sure. We know him, but hopefully he stays healthy this season. I can't give him a rating because he didn't play too much. I think he came in the last 4 or so,
Yeah.
extra
No, that's
12
true.
minutes or so. But the fake itself, if I had to rate him just for the time he contributed, I'd give him a six. Same with like your Harry Maguire.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. We'll move on also to Donny because also Donny didn't play much. I mean, like I want to see more of this guy, bro. Personally, he
Yeah,
did. I'm not sure if you saw. He got interviewed by Rio Ferdinand, and he did say that he started off as his number six, and then as time progressed, Ten Hag moved him into a more advanced role. But Dutch players, they're very good at ball retention, bro. I mean, when you look at your Wesley Schneiders, Philippe Cocu of this world. I mean, Mark van Bommel. There's so many great midfielders that the Netherlands have produced over the years, bro. It's just that those are the three that I can think of at this present moment. But they're very good at ball possession and holding on to possession. And
yeah,
I feel like Donny would excel as a holding mid. It's just that a weakness that we'd have is that if we perhaps lose possession, um, we would be more vulnerable if the team on the break would be more vulnerable, and that's where it's just important that when we lose the ball, we don't lose it uh, in areas where we could potentially be punished. And because he's a person who's press resistant, I mean, Donny is smart. He doesn't just pass the ball when he's crowded. He knows how to, dummy here, dribble past, and then pass the ball, instead of just, panicking that there's two defenders coming to him. So for me, I hope to see more of this man as well.
same man. Like I think this season for him is a break or die season for him, especially
Yeah.
especially at United, and especially at what we've shown also that we're willing to spend, and we buying the right pieces. We
Yeah.
spoke about Neves joining United at some point, and we know that
Yeah.
Portuguese connection will just work out immediately. For us to get Neves, we let's be realistic. We got to ship some plants.
Yeah.
And for him, I don't want him to be. We just bought you. You barely paid. You barely done anything for United. You're United bust. We're shipping you out. I feel that, especially how Ole did the substitute, it shows that who's going to be playing together
Yeah.
within the different, either in the league or the cups as well. So I believe this season we're going to see a lot of him. I just hope that as much as he was put in right at the end, he's going to get more time. Maybe put him in the 70th minute, give him some extra time to stretch his legs, and let's see how he does
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I feel like we should start him, not necessarily give him. I just feel like he needs to start a few games,
Yeah,
but just for
yeah,
us to see, and yeah, I think from especially if it would be him and Matic. When we play Pogba on the left, I want us to try that out. Him and Matic as the holding pair, and then Pogba playing from the left to be our creative wide player. There I think we would see a different dimension because at the end of the day, yes, we'll have a primary. The aim is to have, excuse me, the aim is to have a primary uh, style of play. But at the same time, it also depends on who you play against. Some teams, if you play the way you normally play, you'll get found out. So you have to kind of switch things around just to ensure that you're not in a situation where you're vulnerable when you're getting attacked. And so, yeah, man, Tabo Dog on my end. Oh, sorry, you want to say
no, I'm
something?
saying I completely agree with you in everything you
Yeah.
said. I'm with you on that part.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, so tomorrow we're playing Young Boys, bruh. What's your take? Do you think we
Come
drawing that
on.
game?
The old United is out of the way, where young boys could sometimes shock us, and they've done it. I think once or twice. All these funky teams, they've shocked us. They've taken us out of Champions League knockout stages. But
Yeah.
we're gonna go hard. I really believe standard win.
Oh, yeah.
Champions League is here. I think now it's time for the boys to have to build momentum, like start
Mm-hmm.
building that momentum. Especially, I think last year we had an issue with winning home games,
Yeah.
and we need to just do better in that. Away games, we had that record, and I think Champions League is something that, of course, we just need to go in strong. We need to be a contender from the word go.
Yeah.
But that's
Definitely.
standard. Sasa,
Mm.
probably we're looking at probably a young 3-0, if not 4-0. For the young boys. But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, likewise, but I'm hoping for that. But I always manage my expectations with United, bro, because they've hurt me on numerous occasions, bro. So on my end, I'm I'm hoping that especially with Ronaldo, Ronaldo, that's his element. Like, Champions League
Yeah,
is home to him. That's
please.
that's a tournament where, you know, even in years to come when he retires, we know that when it comes to UEFA Champions League, that man has really excelled, man. So hopefully he could bring back the trophy to us. I'd love for us because I feel like we have a bigger chance of winning the Champions League than the Premier League, because it's not a lot of fixtures to actually reach the final per se, but I do think we do. And as well, the opponents that we will play against will be more open. So I prefer playing against bigger teams with Man United because bigger teams
Yeah.
tend to open up. They don't set up shop and they don't play a low block. And yeah, with that being said, I think we have a chance. I think we're gonna go far. I'm not sure if we're gonna win it, but I think with the squad we have the potential of winning it. We really do.
Man, you say just keep saying it and it will happen. I will keep saying it
Yeah,
and I will believe it. I want us to win it, man. I really want us to win it.
yeah, dog.
Even in the league, I'll take the league. I was talking to my friend, my cousin the other day. I was asking him, he's a Liverpool supporter. I was
Yeah.
asking him, in 5 years or in 10 years' time, are we going to look at that Liverpool winning the league as a one-hit wonder? Was it the team? Was it Klopp? Was it just a
Yeah.
one-off thing? Now we're gonna wait another 30 to 40 years for them to win something again. I said I hope not. But yeah, I think right now the competition is very tough, especially in the
Yeah.
league. Liverpool, Chelsea's looking very nice. Chelsea as a
Yeah.
team. But yeah, man, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. This banner has been running the entire episode, and it's moving, and hopefully, people, you have done what is required of you guys. Tabo, thank you so much for availing yourself, bro. This
Bro.
is the goal post, and we are.
Peace.
Peace out.